Hello everyone, welcome back to Divine Journey 2. Last episode we set up a passive automation for the atomic reconstructor, and we also fixed our production of mana dust. I think the first thing I want to do in this episode is finally get rid of this, in favour of the Jetplate, which I've heard is very good. This means we'll have to make it all the way over to this quest, so I'll make these four first. But it's not terrible though. The thrusters are just a bunch of elevatium, machine chassis, and capacitors. I don't think it'll be that bad. So 2 of these, and the leather strap requires some more industrial leather, which we have not made in a while. There we go. And the first jetpack. Next one is electrical steel. It's a very similar recipe though. There's the 2 thrusters, and the jetpack. Next is energetic alloy. It's starting to get a bit expensive. There we go. Okay, there's just one more. The vibrant one. It does require crystalline capacitors though, and I've not made these before. There we go, and this should be everything. I think the only thing we're missing is 2 dark solarium thrusters, which are also used for the powered spawner later on. So we're going to need 4 of these, that we just made. Great, I should have looked ahead. Oh well. I think I want to passive the industrial dyes soon. They're very annoying to make, but very cheap. It shouldn't be that hard. We just need to passive cactus green and pulverized coal. Also crushed lapis and crushed quartz, but that shouldn't be a problem. Hello. There we go. This should be 4. Yes. Okay, that took forever. Everything else doesn't seem that bad. We just need a bit of dark solarium. Per 1 ingot though, requires an entire block of dark steel. It's a bit expensive, but we do have lots of dark steel now, so I think we can do this. I count 20 dark solarium. Not too bad, not too bad. Lovely. So 2 of these. We do need a bat, however. I could summon one, but maybe I can just find one. Underground. Bat spotted. 1 down. There has to be a bat in here somewhere. It's a huge area. Bat. Yay. Next time I do that, I will summon them. Okay, I have everything. Except we need 4 melodic capacitors, which is a bit more dark solarium. I forgot to account that. That took ages. I think we can make 2 of these now. Yes. Awesome. I think we've done all the hard parts. These don't seem that bad. It's just a bunch of capacitors. So we have the basic one, the double layer one, and the octadic one. And we just have to plate it. Okay. It's just a bit of elevatium. We also need some over here. So 6 of the conductive iron one for the wings, 1 electrical steel one for the capacitor pack, and 1 dark steel one for the jetpack. So 8 in total. Okay, so we need 8 of these. All of them conductive, 2 of which electrical, and 1 dark steel. So we can plate the jetpack, plate the capacitor bank, make the wings. And now we just need an ender crystal, so we need an enderman. Hello, good sir. I appreciate the donation of your life. And there we go. The dark solarium jetplate. Yay! That took ages to make. I don't think you can enchant this, which is okay. I don't have to bother then. How does this work? Oh, what does any of this mean? I want hover mode, I think. It's cool, but I would quite like to jump and not do that. I kind of wish it only activated when I double jump. Maybe I can do that. It's very fast though, I must say. I've found a way to enable and disable the engine of the jetpack with double space. It works pretty well. I had to make a macro though, with auto hotkey. I've got the jetpack on and off on semicolon. If I double press space, it presses semicolon. So that's how I did it. It's quite janky sometimes, but it works for the most part. Can I mute the jetpack though? Yes, I can. Awesome. We have slightly wonky creative flight. It's fine. It works. Okay, so what I want to do next, I have a list of a bunch of alloys that I want to passive. And now that we have flight, it should be easier to set these up. So that's what I'm going to do. So 2 induction smelters, filtered for Demon Lord and gunpowder, and Demon Lord and paper, or open ingots and mob grindium. We don't quite have paper automated, so we can do that here with a sequential fabricator filtered for sugarcane. There we go. Paper. I've made a bunch of machines. I've made 4 of these, and 2 of these. 4 signalum, 4 enderium base, 4 lumium, 4 end steel, 4 enderium. Oh, I need another alloy smelter for melodic alloy. There we go. Let's try this again. Popped chorus fruit and end steel makes melodic alloy. We have a spare one of these now. I'm sure we'll use it. We also need to automate popped chorus fruit, which should be easy. We just need a furnace over here. There we go. Easy peasy. Hold on. I think we might have hit the limit for the draw controller, because that alloy smelter's not turning on, even though we have some over here. So I think these two are too far away. We'll have to move them around the corner. Let me confirm. Yes, because we can't see either of these. This will be the top of the wall then. And we also need to move this one. We can simply start here and here. There we go. It's working. Okay, I'm glad we're in claimed chunks. That could have been a mess. The reason why we're buffering Enderium Base is because it's actually used in Empowered Palace. It's also incredibly fast. It's full up already. Oh no! We seem to have torn through our glowstone. I guess Lumium uses it, and I don't know what else. I'll go mining for it again. The laser drill that we have here is very good for quartz. I'm backing up on that quite a bit, but not very good for glowstone, so I might need to make another builder, just for the nether. I got 4,000. That should be enough to fill the Lumium drawer. I think everything else that uses glowstone is full, like energetic alloy, energetic silver, and stuff like GP powder. So we should be fine for a bit. Now I think I want to passive all of the stuff mithril turns into. So pink slime and mithril gets us pink slime ingots. I keep running out of organic dyes. I'm very tempted to passive them right after this. So for the next ingot, we do need grains of piezoality on passive, which means we need pulsating crystals, also on passive. But that should be easy now, and not as expensive as I thought, because we can use diamantine for 4 instead of 1. This is so much better on diamonds and pulsating iron. And we have diamantine on passive, so this should be easy. So a crafter, using this recipe. There we go. I'm not sure if I want a full draw of these. The crystals don't seem that useful right now, but grains of piezoality are very useful. So I want a full draw of those, but for the crystals, a downgrade. So now we can do grains of piezoality with a sag mill. There we go. Easy peasy. Okay, now that we have these, we can easily do crystalline pink slime. We just need another interface. We can't save any more space. So we can request these that we just passived, slap one of these on, and this should kick into gear. Yes. All of these machines have 1 coil in to speed them up, but I can always upgrade them a lot using kits and more coils. You get 9 slots once it's fully upgraded. There is only one more ingot I want to do, and that's crystalline brown slime, which is just crystalline pink slime and fertilizer, which we can request over here. I kind of want to do one more, or solarium. That one's just gold and soul sand. I might as well add it. There we go. Awesome. With the automation up to crystalline brown slime, we're going to be using a lot of mithril, because we need to fill up all these drawers. Which is fine now that we've fixed mana dust. I don't think it'll be a problem. The new problem is gold. We might be running out, slowly. Maybe all the buffers will get filled before that happens, but I will keep an eye out on it. But this should be fine. I haven't downgraded any of these. I don't think I want to. Ah, look what's happened. This is so slow. We have filled up half of this though, so it might not be that much of a problem. I might make this induction smelter faster. It probably will need it. One thing I am tired of is making machine frames. So I think I want to passive those already. We should be very close. For example, we can already do this one and this one, but not quite this one. There's still a couple things. I think I want to set this up here, going upwards. So I will move this one to the right, to here. So we're going to need tin gears and also seared bricks, which means we need grout. So I will do those 3. So we can have a compactor with the gear augment, filtered for tin. We do need another interface, but that should be fine. There we go. Next we need grout. I will do this recipe, because we're already requesting all 3 of these. So we just need to set the filter for sand, gravel, and clay. Grout. And now a furnace for seared brick. Is grout used for anything? Doesn't look like it, so I want a downgrade on it. By the way, I did upgrade this with one kit, so we have 3 coils now. It's pretty fast, but still quite slow, but faster than it was before. And we're up to 5 stacks of crystalline brown slime. We have run out of end stone though, and I imagine we'll run out of soul sand too. Let's grab a bunch. There we go, 4,000. That should be fine. I should also get soul sand, at least a drawer full. 2,300. Perfect. Okay, I think we're ready to passive the first 4 machine frames. First one we can do is the steel casing. All of this stuff should be in this drawer wall already. Also, before I make too many, downgrades on everything. We're crafting. Next one is the machine block. We just need to request atomic alloy, and of course filter everything. And there we go. We're crafting machine blocks. Everything is kind of slow at the moment because the conduits don't have any upgrades. But once all the buffers fill up, it should be fine. Now we can do the machine frame. Everything here should be already in this drawer wall, so we just need to filter it. There we go. Machine frames. One of the biggest bottlenecks is stone burn. But I have put some more speed upgrades in this. It's not as slow anymore. We should be able to go straight to the machine chassis, the simple one. We should have everything here. We just need to request grains of infinity and set the filter. And there we go. Simple machine chassis on passive. Anything after this might be a bit of a problem because we'll have to automate this, which I wanted to do, but there's a bunch of steps in here. Let's count how many things we need to do. Organic green, pulverized coal, crushed lapis, crushed quartz, organic black, and then one more to craft a dye blend. So 6 machines. We're gonna run out of space soon. We'll have to start over here. I want to save this side for machine frames. We also need cactus green, so 7 machines. That's fine, let's just do it. It will be worth it. I might have to wait for these to catch up though, which should happen soon, because this is almost full. Thank you, Creeper. The biggest bottleneck is still stone burn. It's so slow compared to everything else. I think I will take out the downgrade in stone burn. It does take GP powder in polished stone, but this should be fine. It might use up all the glowstone though. That's like the only problem. Everything else is fine. Let's place down a few more fire mills. We might be able to get away with a few more speed upgrades in the resonators. 122. We are starting to lose efficiency though, so no more of these. It looks like we're fine with 4. Yes, it gets up to about 110. Okay, good. This should be quite a bit faster now. I think I'll just take a break. Whilst all these buffers fill, I think that's the best thing to do. Okay, we are now buffering machine frames, which is great. I don't really care about these, but I use these 2 a lot. I might as well do all the dye blends at the same time, so I'm going to need 10 machines. So we need 3 crafters, 3 pulverizers, a furnace, and 3 sag mills. Wait, no, I almost made a mistake. It's alloy smelters I need, not sag mills. That was almost bad. There we go. I'm sure these will come in handy later on. I'm also going to need another interface. There we go. And a drawer controller, some trim, and some more drawers. I will fill up this side first. We have 5 gaps. I will do a furnace for cactus green. There we go. And I'll have all the pulverizers for crushed lapis, crushed quartz, and pulverized coal. And we'll have downgrades on these. Maybe not coal. Actually, no downgrades. All of these are quite useful. Coal in capacitors, nether quartz in multiple places. I guess crushed quartz isn't useful, but we have so much, so it doesn't matter. We do have to worry about the sulfur. I might bin it with that augment. I think I'm going to have to. There is room for 1 more machine, but these next 2 are like a pair, so I'd like them in the same place. So now we have to expand to this side for the new drawer wall. So what we can do is make this dense up to here. We can use up to 8 channels on each corner, by the way. This one uses 7, so almost a limit. And this one is at 5, so plenty of channels to play with. So once again, we replace this bottom row with trim, with a controller and a storage bus, and the first interface can go here. Sequential fabricators on the left, alloy smelters on the right, capacitors, augments, downgrades on everything, power, and now we can start requesting and filtering. This should be everything, I think. So we have organic green, organic brown, which can be made with fertilizer, which is very nice. No need to farm cocoa beans, and organic black. Now we can do all the dye blends, which should be easy peasy. Now we have industrial dye blend. I think the pulverizers are too slow. I'll try make a couple kits and some more coils. So these three. This should help, I hope. This might take a while to fill all the buffers, but we technically have all three. On passive, yeah, pulverized coal is definitely the bottleneck. It's used in all three of these, and it's 6 for this top one. It should be fine though, eventually. After these are all working, technically, we can passive all of the machine chassis. From this one to this one, also this one, we would just need to passive end steel bars, and even this one we could do. So that's cool. I don't know if we'll do that though. We'll see. Okay, everything's pretty much backed up now. We have a stack of each, which is great. And I have been going around upgrading machines. Also, like I mentioned a couple episodes ago, we ran out of glass bottles, so I had to add this. So now that we have machine frames automated, I think it should be pretty easy to get into autocrafting. That's what I'm hoping. Also, I finally realised why we were always running out of glowstone. Osgo glass uses glowstone ingots, and Osgo glass is used in Osgo lapis, which is used in this, which is used in Demon Lord, which is used in Mithril, which is used everywhere. So that's why that was happening. We're fine right now with 1,000. Anyway, autocrafting. We're going to need a CPU or two and some molecular assemblers, along with some more interfaces. I think what I'm going to do is make a few of everything, just so we can set up a few patterns for molecular assemblers and interfaces. That way we can autocraft more stuff to autocraft. So I think for now, I will make 4 of these. Should be easy. It's just a bunch of formulaic assemblicators. There we go. Yay. Autocrafting. Yippee. And to pair with those, 4 interfaces. And the machine chassis now, we can just do this. Everything here is on passive. It's so easy. Awesome. We're also going to need some more P2Ps, so I will fill in the sides. Okay, there we go. I have 12 more P2Ps, and it's nice and symmetrical. We are, however, running out of power now. A bit slowly, so we don't need to worry. I wonder what the best way of doing that is. How about 8 more of these? Or maybe 4, because that's how many I can make. I might think about connecting this up to our main power, but I kind of want it to be separate, because that can run out, and then that would be bad. So I'm not sure. For now, I will put them here. This is fine. We're now going up. So I think I want crafting towers on one side, and crafting CPUs on the other. So I think I'll have something like this. And this will extend upwards. I know I can fill in the middle, but it's a bit annoying upgrading them, and it's kind of cool when you can see the Aurora blocks through the assemblers. Now we need a CPU, and we can start plugging these in. It's 1 cosmic alloy per crafting unit, so it's not too bad. I'll go with 9. Some of these will be turned into co-processing units, and the rest will be crafting storage. Can we afford 64k? Maybe. It looks like you need the previous one to craft the next one, so I can go ahead and craft 1k. How far can we take this? There's the 4k. There's the 16k. It uses a bit of lithium, which is fine. And for the 64k, we just need some osmiridium, which I will probably add to the ingot wall soon. I imagine we'll start to use it more from now on. Passiving these would be so easy. I should probably do that soon. 64 is kind of expensive. Because you need an entire stack of these, which is an entire stack of logic processors, which isn't expensive, it's just a lot of time. I might just make one with this, just for now, and maybe 4 of these. But we're running out of other processors. I really should have batch crafted these beforehand. They take too long. Okay, for now, we have this, and 1 of these. Magnificent. So I can just do this. It's a bit ugly, but it's fine. I do want a separate P2P on both of these. The CPUs don't use many channels, but these do, because each interface uses 1 channel. So even this tiny slice is 4, but this is only 1 per CPU. So we can have 2 of these. I will rearrange this slightly, and then we can do this. I think these only can accept 8 channels through a face, so we have to do something like that. Nice! That's both of them online, and we're not running out of power. Perfect. I think we can just get started now. We just need a pattern terminal and an interface terminal. Ooh, free interface. There we go. So we can extend this by 2 with our interface terminal and our pattern terminal. Okay, first thing we should do is encode a blank pattern. So we want to encode this recipe, vibrant quartz glass, and quartz glass. And we can put these over here in the interfaces. You can also do this here. in the interface terminal. And now if you look in here, we can see all of our patterns. I have this on craftable all the time, so that's why you only can see these. Normally it's this way, but I like it like this. So let's say we want a stack of these. There we go. It figures everything out, and we just need some more methodology processes, which I haven't quite set up yet. We've just got them over here in an extra inscriber. I need to redo this. It's not very good. I guess we can do 20. We do have everything. We can click go. It's fairly slow right now. There we go. We can speed this up with more coprocessors and also acceleration cards in the molecular assemblers, so don't worry about the speed. And now we have 20 blank patterns, so we can encode more. The first thing I'm thinking is interfaces, which means we need these, and also the machine chassis. But only this step, since this is passive. Now we can place them all in here. Let's say I want 8 more interfaces, and we can see exactly what we're missing. We should also do molecular assemblers, which means we need formulaic assemblicators, and also crafting tables. So we need these, and also this recipe, pickaxes, axe, and also sticks. There we go. They're requestable. We're just missing stuff. And it looks like we can afford pattern expansion cards as well. This gives an extra row on each interface, which is very useful. So I will encode that also. And we can request them. Since I'm talking about passiving the processes, we should probably also encode these. Also pistons, slabs. We don't even have these two on passive. I will do that. Okay, so the better way of passiving all the processes is probably with 3 inscribers per processor. And there's 9 in total, so 27. And we have 7 already, so 20 more. Can we do it? Yes. This is amazing. Okay, I think it's time to tear this down. I hate it. We're not going to need input drawers anymore, so I think I will convert these to the printed circuits, since some of those are used for stuff, like this one, in advanced circuits. Okay, I think I've sorted out how I'm going to do this. So we have the drawers here. So what's happening is we have 2 interfaces, one extracting on red for redstone, and one extracting on light grey for silicon. The silicon goes to the ones on the back. This makes printed silicon. After that's finished, it gets extracted and put into these final ones, along with redstone. So all these bottom ones are ready for the circuits, and that's the job of the top ones, which I'm yet to do. But these ones are super simple. We just need to input on the back with a filter, and then extract into the top of this. That's what this second interface is for requesting all 9 of the other items. I think for now, we'll just do the first 4, so we can set up the filters. And what we should be able to do is extract out the bottom of these into the tops of these on higher priority, and then on lower priority, it goes into the drawer. So we should get both processors and circuits. I think this should be working if I turn on this. No. We can't extract out of the bottom. Slightly annoying, but it should be fine. We might need filters though. That's okay. Okay, now this should be working. At least with these 3. I haven't passived pure Certus quartz yet. I should definitely do that though. I should be able to connect this up with trim to a draw controller. And we should run some up here as well. To connect this top row. And there we go. It's kind of done. I don't remember what I was doing, but we do have many processors now. So that's good. I think I wanted 12 of these. The pattern expansion cards. Which we still can't do. We need more methodology, which I haven't connected up yet. We might as well like half passive it. Any osmiridium that we have in our system should be made into these now, which is what we want. We can easily add this to our passive wall. We have lots of osmium, we have lots of iridium. It should be fine. We can put it here. So we can request iridium, add it to a filter with osmium. There we go. Osmiridium. A full draw of this will only use 16 stacks of iridium because you get 2 each time. And we have 74. So we're fine. There's not many more uses for iridium other than osmiridium, I'm pretty sure. Can we request these yet? Finally, let's get ourselves 12 pattern expansion cards. Ooh, more interfaces. What we can do with these is extend the number of patterns 3 times in each interface, giving us a lot more room. And we want to be arranging the patterns like this, so they use different molecular assemblers to optimize the speed a bit. There we go. We've got so much space now. It will very quickly disappear though. Near the end of a pack you end up with like thousands of patterns. Speaking of which, give me some more of these. Oh, of course. Also, before we run out, let's speed up silicon. That's more like it. We might be running out of sand, but I'm sure we'll fill up the buffers soon. Now I can have some more patterns. It seems everything AE2 takes these methodology processes. There we go. I think I do want 3 more of these. And also 4 more crafting storage, but I'm not sure which ones to go for. I will add all the recipes to see what we can do. Okay, can we make 464K? Almost. We just need more logic processors. We should probably increase the buffer. We have run out of power. I'm guessing this uses more power with the expansion cards in. I might end up connecting this to our main power. That's probably the best way of doing this. I'll just do it here. It's fine. This should be supplying power and not channels. And if we check the network tool, yeah, almost 800 RF per tick. I guess I can get rid of this now. It was ugly. Let's go for 4 stacks on these 2. These are just diamonds and gold. I'll probably also do this to the other 2, just not now. I don't want to waste too much stuff. Also, now what I can do, now that we got rid of that, is move this wire to underground. I didn't even know you can do that. That's way better than breaking the P2Ps. There we go. Nice and neat. Maybe I shouldn't make 64K ones yet. I'm not that rich. How about 416K? Yeah, we can do this. And now we can expand our CPU. There we go. And we can do this. Just to be symmetrical. Yay, autocrafting! I think for the final thing this episode, I will actually passive pure Certus Quartz. Enrichment chamber, draw, request Certus Quartz. There we go, pure Certus Quartz. And I think I want 8 energy and 4 speed. Yeah, this is pretty quick, and it only uses 20 instead of like 200 if I maxed it out. This should be these 4, and this one, completely on passive, which is awesome. Also, now that we have autocrafting, how easy is it to craft empowerers? I wanted to passive all the empowered crystals, but I could not be bothered making 7 more empowerers. But now we don't have to do that. We can let the system do it. Obviously it's not cheaper, but we don't have to think about it. It figures out everything for us. I think I've encoded most things, so if you want 7 more empowerers, look at this. We just need some hyper diamonds, aesthetic quartz, also the green one, and then double batteries that we have to fill ourselves, estimation circuits, and these, which I will be passiving very soon. But I think I'll save this for next episode. So that's all we have time for today. We'll be passiving the empowerer next episode. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.